What up, YouTube? It's your boy Bundles back with another story time episode. This story time is going to be accompanied with gameplay by Metalloid Origins. It's this little joint that was on the Xbox One Microsoft store. It was cheap, like $6. Picked it up, kind of like a Mega Man clone. It was cool for what it was worth. Wasn't too exciting, wasn't boring though. It's like it was a cool little joint. But anyway, let's get into this the story and shit, right? So this one involves my cousin Drew again. So, we about to be on a wild ride. So this shit would have been like back in 2011. The summer of 2011. My daughter was born that fall, so summer 2011. And to give a little background to it, like me and her mom were like never together, but we found time during the week to bump uglies and shit. And like right around the time we were like slowing down on that and just going about our, business and shit, she ended up, being pregnant and shit. And we kind of tried to make a relationship work and it just didn't, you know what I'm saying? So like I say the third or fourth month of her pregnancy, we was just like, yeah, this is just not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And we just kind of kept it like that. So during that time, I was actually looking for another place to stay. And it was just like, all right, well, I got to go somewhere that's affordable, for what my situation was at the time. And it was like moving in with my mom was that was a no-go. Moving in with my dad, a no-go. And, I didn't want to do that shit. So conversation with my cousin Rusty. He tells me, well, your cousin Andrew is looking for a roommate. He got a crib over there off 7 Mile. Holla at him. Y'all cool, see what happens. That was clearly a mistake, but I was in a fucked up situation, kinda. Like, obviously the idea was for me to move in with my daughter's mom, because, she had just got a place like relatively, I want to say a month or two before she, found out she was pregnant or whatever. I remember helping her move in and all that shit. And the plan was after we found out, she was pregnant, you was moving anyway, you might as well move in. But like I said, after about, I don't even think I was there more than a month, 2 weeks to a month tops. And it was just like, yeah, this not gonna work, man. So I was like, all right, well, I got to get up out of here. I'm not gonna be here. So obviously, I want to say obviously, I was being lazy and didn't really put a lot of effort into looking. I looked, but didn't look. So it was just like, fuck it, Drew, he in the hood, was close to mom's crib, close to, daughter's mom's crib or whatever. It'll work. It's close to the, the job and all that shit. It'll work. So I holla at him, it's all good. Woo, yada, yada, yada. Pull up Friday. I give you the key. We all good. Perfect, right? So this is where shit get real wicked. That Thursday, literally that Thursday, the day before, I get fired from my job. I get fucking fired from my job. I'm not gonna even say what the fucking job was, but I wound up getting fired. And I'm like, yo, that's some bullshit, bro. A little bit. But, it is what it is. I'll get a new job. It's not going to be that hard for me to find a job. So I fucking thought, but, we'll get to that later in the story or a whole nother time, right? So, I got my little whole ass paycheck. I'm like, all right, I got my shit packed up. I get over to this nigga house that Friday evening, roughly between 6 and 7. Get over there, everything cool. We outside kicking it. I take my little shit in, sit in the living room. We come back outside. We kicking it. Everything smooth, right? He telling me about the bitch that used to stay there with him. He said he wasn't fucking her or whatever. I don't know, don't care. But he said she stopped paying rent or whatever, so she had to go. And this, that, and the third, yada, yada. No, I'm not really thinking too much of nothing, you know what I'm saying? But then again, this is my cousin Andrew, bro. I should have known something was up, right? So, the day progresses on. He like, yo, I'm about to get ready to dip. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go over my little cougar bitch house and I'm gonna go to work from over there, whatever. Hit me up if you need anything, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool, no problem. Now, you know, it's a typical nigga house, bro, you know, and I ain't really tripping off that, bro. You know, ain't no real furniture in the crib. We got 3 chairs in the living room, a fucking TV. You know, in the dining room got a table, kitchen got regular kitchen shit, and it's 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. I'm really not thinking too much of nothing, bro. I go to one of the bedrooms, you know what I'm saying? Take the sheets off the bed, put my little sheets and shit up on the bed, and I lay down. I'm just laying there. There's no TV in the room. So I'm like, you know, I ain't really fucking with this shit. So I go in this nigga bedroom, where we got the big ass TV at. I'm watching TV in there. I'm really not thinking nothing of it, bro. I get up to go to the bathroom. I use the bathroom. And I'm like, yo, that's a big ass ant crawling behind the fucking toilet. You know, it's an ant. I don't really trip, whatever. I ignore it. I wash my hands, come back out, go in the bedroom, watching TV. And I'm like, you know, I'm bored. Nigga, let me pull out my Xbox. I hook it up in the TV in the living room. I'm getting ready to play some 2K, and I'm texting this bitch named Tootie. Never forget this shit, bro. I can remember it all like it was motherfucking yesterday. So I'm texting Tootie. You know, I've been trying to, you know, fuck with her for a little grip or whatever. Got her on the phone. I'm texting with the phone on my lap. I'm playing the game. And I'm like, dog, it's a big ass bug crawling across the motherfucking TV. And it looked like a motherfucking roach. Now, I had the lights off, and anybody that know me, bro, like anytime after 6 o'clock, I don't have lights on in any room I'm just sitting in, bro. There's no need to have lights on. I don't know why. It's just a thing I do, right? Unless I have company over or whatever. Outside of that, lights are off after 6 o'clock. But anyway, like, you look at big ass roach. So I get up, I hit the light switch. I'm looking, it is a roach, bro. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck? You know, I go grab some tissue and I come out, smash the motherfucker, throw it in the trash. I'm not thinking nothing of it, bro. It's a roach. It's weird as fuck. I haven't seen one of those in person in years, but okay, one roach, it ain't gonna kill me. But you remember, like, it's like an old adage, like old black people used to say, like, if you see one, then there's a bunch more. And god damn it, bro. I hit the fucking kitchen. I hit the light in that bitch, and I swear to fucking God, the refrigerator was covered in them motherfuckers, dog. I damn near jumped out of my motherfucking skin. Like, I ain't no whole ass nigga, but come on, bro. Anybody going to a room and not expecting to see like a bunch of fucking roaches, and you see a bunch of fucking roaches, you go flip the fuck out. So after shitting on myself, I pick up my phone, I run outside. I ain't gonna hold you, I wasn't in the house, I ran outside. I'm calling this motherfucker, he not answering the phone. So I start texting this motherfucker like, bro, you need to call me motherfucking immediately. Why the fuck you ain't telling me you got roaches, dog? I don't hear from this nigga the rest of the motherfucking night. So now I'm in a dilemma. Like, do I just go in this bitch and go to sleep? Or do I go to my mom's house? Or, you know, what the fuck do I do? You know, and at this time, I ain't gonna hold you up, you know. I ain't really got no bitches like that at the time, you know what I'm saying? Outside of like just really fucking with my daughter's mom and like a random bitch here and there. Like, I didn't have like no consistent like roster of bitches at this particular point in time. So it was kind of like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to go sleep in my motherfucking car in the hood. Nah, not over here. So it was just like, it is what it is, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do. So I went back in the crib, man, and mind you, it's the summertime, bro. Bullshit you not. It's the motherfucking summertime. And I put on a long sleeve shirt and some motherfucking sweatpants, dog, and just like kind of like tucked my head into like the collar area and just like wrapped myself up in a blanket and went to sleep, bro, just like that. With all intentions of killing this nigga the moment he came back to the house. And I'm really like upset about it because I literally just gave this nigga like $600. $600, man. Cash in his hand. Move into that motherfucker. And this nigga didn't tell me he had motherfucking roaches. I mean, had he told me that, he wouldn't have got the $600. I wouldn't have moved in that bitch. But I was hurt, bro. I ain't gonna hold you up. So it was just like, all right, I'm just filing that nigga as soon as he come back to the crib. So I'm guessing like his jaw was sensing danger before he got home. So he finally hit me back like, no, bro, you know, I ain't got the roaches. It's them dirty ass neighbors, them white people moving next door, them dirty ass white people moving next door. They got roaches and they came to everybody crib. Like, bro, no, nigga. I don't give a fuck where they came from. You didn't tell me you fucking had them in this bitch, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he trying to smooth talk it over or whatever. So he come back to the crib. He winds up giving me back $500, which is like, all right, you know, I'm not gonna beat you the fuck up, but you know, this is real fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we kicked it about it for a minute, and it was just like, all right, well, I'm kind of in a fucked up situation my goddamn self, so I'm gonna just take some of this money and, you know, just do some bombing shit or whatever. And yeah, that shit didn't work. I'm gonna say that for another story as well. Like, it's so much shit in between, like here and there, and I can cover. And within this whole 1 month period of living, or yeah, I guess you can say it. I ain't go front, living in this fucking roach infested crib off 7 Mile, dog. It's so much I can cover in there, but I said I'm gonna keep this video under 15 minutes. So let's say week 2 of being there. He's gone again one morning. Somebody knocking on the motherfucking door. You know, I open the door. This lady like, Andrew here? I'm like, no. She like, do you know where he is? I'm thinking it's his old bitch he was talking about going to see. And I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I thought he was with you or some shit. She like, I'm the motherfucking landlord, you know, he not answering my calls, or he not responding to my text messages. I left notices for him or whatever, but he hasn't paid rent in 3 months. Again, anger went like through the fucking roof. This nigga is behind on rent. You don't tell me about the roaches. You don't tell me about shit, bro. You ain't tell me about shit. So, you know, she like, listen, you know, I'm basically trying to tell this nigga he got to the end of the month to get out. And this is I want to say August at this point. Mid-August at this point. This is mid-August at this point. She like, you know, he got to get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? The next time I come through this bitch, I'm gonna have bailiffs with me. You know, all the shit gotta go. So I tell this nigga this shit, bro. This nigga tells me, oh yeah, I was gonna tell you that because I was getting ready to move. You know, my granddad had left me a house over on the east side, so I was getting ready to move. I was gonna tell you that, like, I just kept forgetting. I'd be high and I'm forgetting. So again, the thought was just to beat him the fuck up when I saw him. But again, you know, he talk it over, you know, yeah, you know, if she not gonna let you rent it out, you don't want to rent it like that. If you know, all the extermination fees and shit, you know, you can just move in over there with me and Brittany. Brittany was his girl at the time or whatever. So it was just one of those scum bucket ass things, bro. Cousin Drew being Cousin Drew scumbag. But again, there's much more to it, but I got to keep the video under 15 minutes. I don't know. We'll do another one. I had plenty of Cousin Drew stories, bro. But yeah, this nigga took my money, had me living in a roach infested crib, and was getting evicted, and I didn't even know I was getting evicted, bro. Shout out to my Cousin Drew, man. Real nigga shit. Real nigga shit, bro.